Hi everybody, I just wanted to take a minute and share with you a really cool app that I have on my computer. It's called Password Safe, and it's a place you can store your passwords for easy accessibility. In this day and age when so many people are working from home or learning from home, you're having to also probably learn new tools, and with that comes having to have new passwords. So I think this is a real easy app to have, and it helps you stay organized. So anyway, this is the password safe application here, and I'm going to pretend like I don't already have it, and I'm going to click new to show you how you can put it on your computer. So that when you click on it, it opens for this database area right here, and it is automatically called PW Safe. So for learning, we'll just go ahead and call it PW Safe 2, and then you save it. And then it prompts you to enter a safe combination. So that's basically the password that you do want to remember, because this is the one that you're going to have to use to get in. And you want it fairly easy to remember, but you also want to follow the protocol for having a great password. So you click OK, and then it opens up the page. And so I'm going to show you how to enter a new password. So you go up here to the header and it says add new entry. So you click that and this window opens and it asks you to select a group. So I'm going to choose this group to be school. And you can have a lot of different groups. And I'm going to call the title of this one University of North Florida, because I actually have to have a password to log into this. Now, the username field is optional. For this entry, I will put a username. And then I have to put the password for University of North Florida that I have already stored somewhere else. Oops. And then you have to confirm it. And then it asks you for the URL. So let's go back out here to the internet and look up University of North Florida. I'm going to click on My Wings because that's the place I need to be. And then I'm going to grab that URL, go back to password safe, and enter this in. It does, you're not required to put anything in the email field, but you can if you want. And then in this field, you can put anything that you might need to know in order to log in to an application. I'm going to leave it blank on this one. And then you're going to click OK. And it's asking if you would like to set JTAZE as your default username. So in this case, I'm going to say yes. And it saves the information I put in. So basically, it's showing me the group name that the title that I put in the school group, and it shows me the username. So when I go to the University of North Florida application and I don't remember my username, I have it right there for myself. So I'm going to double click that, and it asks me if I want to press OK for it to be copied, and I do. So I'm going to click OK, and so I've copied the password that I stored in there by clicking OK. So I go back to the UNF website and I'm going to log in. Now my information's already saved, so let's pretend like it's not. Let's just delete my password. And I've double clicked in password safe, so my password is copied. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to Control V and paste it in and log in. And then I'm in. Let's do another one. And I'll do this in the school group too. So we'll go up here, add a new entry, keep it in the school group, and I will add a title of VoiceThread. This is another application I have to use for school. And this time I will show you how you don't have to put a username in there. And then I'm going to store the password that I have for VoiceThread. I'm going to confirm it. And I can show it to make sure I got all my information correctly if I'd like. or I can ask Password Safe to generate a password for me. So then I have to go out and I have to go get VoiceThread's URL. Copy that and enter it in the URL field. Again, I don't need an email, and in this field I can enter something if I think it's going to help me. For instance, at my job, I work in an application that I have to actually have 3 different URLs. I have to see different environments in that one application. So I have to have a way to remember that. So I store that information in here. And anyway, so then I can click OK. And then that is stored, and you can see that in the brackets my username is not in there. So let's double click, and it's copying it by me clicking OK. Go back to VoiceThread, and I'm going to sign in. And again, my information is already stored in here, but let's pretend like it's not. And then I paste it and I sign in. And then I'm in. So let's do a couple other things. So let's pretend like I changed my mind and I really do forget my username a lot. So I'm going to add that in. So I'm going to edit, and then I'm going to drop down to edit entry, and I'm going to go ahead and add my username in there. I'm going to click apply and OK. And you see it added my username for VoiceThread in there. You can also delete an entry. So let's pretend like I selected VoiceThread and I don't need it anymore because I'm not using it for my courses. So I can delete the entry, and it'll ask me if I'm sure I want to delete. I can click yes, and then it's deleted. You can also go to File, and you can add different databases. So if I have one database that is all my school information or work information, it can go under one combination. But say I want my at-home information, my personal things like my banking or the restaurants or grocery stores I shop at, I want those on another one. I can create an entirely different database with a new combination. So that's where you would store that. You can also view, if you like to view things differently, like your toolbar differently, you can change things like that. Here you can change your font and do different things there. Under Manage, just gives you more options to change or restore, that's where you generate a password as well. You can customize your toolbar, and there's also an online help for any problems or questions you might have. So I just think this is a great, easy tool to have readily available so that you can store your passwords. And in this day and age where there's so many different passwords you need, it can be very frustrating. We all have done this where you try to log in by memory and you try 3 or 4 times and then the system locks you out, and then you're frustrated because you have to create a new password. And then it's also not good if you write down passwords, because that is not a good thing. You don't want them to be, compromised. You don't want anybody to get a hold of your passwords. So you do want to protect them. But this is an encrypted database. It's very safe, and it also helps you to be organized, and it saves time for all the frustrations that not knowing your password can bring. So I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope that you will download Password Safe. Thank you.